Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live. Let's send off some beautiful energy. Let's be crystal clear. Let's get those portals open of energy so when we go in, we'll be able to understand. Like, right? You guys come in, we go in, and we anyway, we're connected like this. But anyway, thank you. Welcome to the live. I'm gonna give it to you straight. This is Miss Marie, and you are in the Give It To You Straight energy. Listen, I'm going to make it just very clear that I'm not a therapist, okay? I'm just a citizen of the world, just like you, sharing energy, uh, maybe talking about some experiences, stuff that I learned along the way. I'm super qualified. Not only do I have incredible energy, not only do I connect with spirit world like that, the messages they have for you, ancestors, spirit guides, and just a great time here, okay? This is about seeing your value when you feel love, and I'm here just to remind you how special you are. But I want to make it very clear that I'm not a therapist, nor I claim to be one. I'm more like an advocate, an emotional, spiritual uh, guru, if you may say. So just to bring you self-awareness, any mental, physical, any issues, right? So I'm not a therapist. I'm going to say that one more time. Just a citizen of the world, just like you, a friend, a confidant, a brother, sister. So I'm, yeah, just an intuitive, amazing reader that has learned a lot along the way. And here we are again. I'm going to give it to you straight one more time. Hey, Tanya. How are you, sweetie? Yes, Mary, absolutely. Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you for coming to the live. I'm in separation with your part. Wait, this thing is in the way here. Let me see if I can take this out of the way. Our relationship, we're gonna reconnect. See anything long term coming out. All right. Remember that you're gonna have to see things from both perspectives. Keep an open mind. When I connect to spirit, as soon as I touch the cards, the message is very clear. All right. All right. Let's go ahead with Miss Tanya. Hey, Tanya. Let's get it. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead with the mystic love. All right. Let's expose, demystifying the energy. Uh, wow. All right. So, hook up one night stands and romantic feelings. One more. Tanya, here we go. Here we go. One more. A lot of times when we see the stuff, all right. So they left you. They thought the grass was greener on the other side. Okay. Look, I got it hooking up. Sex a good time, romance, and its feelings. But I like this card is about, it could be anything could happen between you and your person, all right? But that's the energy immediately. I didn't even get to shuffle, but there's safety and comfort here. All right. This person makes you feel at home. This person is the one that you probably want to spend the rest of your life with. All right. You probably got a lot of things in common. Family is very important to both of you. The energy is young. Okay. The energy is very young here. But the grass is greener on the other side. A lot of times we go after the things because we think that it's better on the other side. You know what I mean? So I know this person left because they seen something shinier, better. And that happens a lot in relationships. Okay. Once they figure out that, wow, it's still the same thing. You have to go through these emotions. Your person gets a lot of emotions when he get caught up in seeing things like, wow, he's very impressionable. All right. So I don't know if they're hooking up, having a good time, trying to get all that energy out of the way before they commit. All right. So that could be something that's going on with them, all right? But there is romance. Romance, let me tell you something. They could be experiencing these romantic feelings. Romance goes with idealism, with the idea of it, all right? When the romance dies out, then they're going to feel empty and they might come back, all right? So romance doesn't, romance, you got to keep lighting the candle. You got to keep going out. And after a while, that gets tiring, all right? I'm in love with the idea of love, how it could be. Wow. Sometimes we stay on that energy a little too long instead of being grounded and looking at things realistically, practically. Here we go. Let's see. Tanya, there is a reconciliation. If you reconnect with the separation, and is anything long term for you? Yes or no? All right. Yeah, we got the Seven of Swords. One more. Yes or no? One more. I know, because I like, as soon as you get ready to move on, pay attention to the way the universe speaks to you. All right? Because I'm going to tell you straight up that you might not know this, you might not be aware of it. A lot of people are not. When you get ready to move on, if this person comes back, that means you still have to deal with, there's something that you must close. So you're going to be around this person for a long time. You ever notice that you're ready to move on and they come back? That is because you're not done yet. There's a lesson that needs to be learned. You got the Seven of Swords. There is a lack of communication about my feelings, about your person's looking at things like in terms of actions, right? Because their actions is to keep you guessing, right? And it's not telling you the truth about things, but they see you as a success, right? With the Ace of Swords, they do want to tell you the truth, but if they tell you the truth, you might not like what you hear. So they try to, they don't do it intentionally. They're trying to keep you from hurt. They want to protect you. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when we get that energy, it's not taking action because it requires a level of consciousness. It requires some wisdom, and they don't have that yet. All right? The Eight of Cups, freedom, wanting to find myself, right? This person can sit still very well, but they are going to come back maybe. So we have September. I don't know what's going to take place in September. There could possibly be a reconciliation. All right, your person can do sit still very well because they don't like to be restricted or with the nuances of a relationship, right? Like they just like their freedom. They come back, but they like their freedom. You understand? What is his kind of, whenever I think of moving on, I start having dreams, visions about him. Why is he going to tell me that he just wants to play right now? You see it here, and look at the energy. All right, the energy is still very like this. The wind represents like air. Okay, you know that wind is moving air. It has atoms in it, the molecules that are in there, the fire. There's also a fire there behind this energy. They passions, they chasing after, people got to understand this. They still chasing their passions, while they still want to be with you. All right, they got a lot of passion for other things. They have a craving. All right, so you got to understand the energy. Once you understand the energy, you say, okay, you know what, I don't do sit still very well. I don't like people's restrictions. They don't like restrictions, right? But they have good, they're not bad, because everybody gets to do their thing. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want you to know the appetite, the hunger, or there could be something they didn't finish. But they do come back because this energy is all about home and family, where I feel connected to you. But I want to find something. There's something else, like sowing my wild oats. All right. So the Hangman represents, I'm not willing to sacrifice, because if I go back to you, I got to sacrifice the things that I want to do. So this is kind of just like kind of selfish. All right. Normally the Hangman in the reverse, he dates multiple people. He's not willing to make that sacrifice. Not right now. So you get a lot of no, yes. You get a lot of maybe, and then you get a lot of maybes with the ace with the swords. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle you. I'm gonna shuffle for you one more time. In the future, so we have here this. This is I'm dreaming about how it could be versus how what the reality is. All right. And that's I want to tell you straight up. This could connection to Neptune. All right. This is a dreamy, passionate time. I'd rather dream about the way I want the relationship, but I'm not willing to make the sacrifice because then I have to be disciplined. There's a form of discipline here as well with this energy. All right. I'm attached to other things. All right. It could be social media, spending time on there. All right. Let me see what else. So you have here a lot here with these energies that came out here. You might be seeing this person or September because that's the next energy that it corresponds to the air sign. Not the air sign, well, the ruler of Mercury, which is Virgo. All right. All right. Although they earth sign, but they rule by Mercury. A lot of people don't understand that. Here we go. All right. Like they are allergic to feelings versus, all right, to love. They like the romance about it. After the romance is gone, they feel like they gotta go. They want to keep going back to over and over to the romance. Here we go. Tanya, let's see. They're gonna tell you that, hey, I like to, they freak. All right, for Wands and the Hermit. I don't know if you're a Virgo or they're a Virgo, but you have here home. I'm grounded and happy here, but I gotta go find myself. I'm going inwards. I'm having reflection. Like I could be your thoughts and your minds and your feelings, that kind of energy. I wish I was there. I wish I could do things with you. I wish I could give you the life that you want to, home, kids, but they're not ready. They're a little selfish. All right. Because the 4 Wands is I see marriage with you in the future. They do. I told you that already. I didn't even needed this. These. I'm just giving you. All right. So right now we're in the energy, and as you move forward, September, August, it could go all the way for a year. I don't know if you haven't seen this person in a year, or it's gonna take another year. All right, because they still gotta, and it's up to you. You know, that's up to you. Do you want to take this person back, or do you reconcile? But there is here, there's a strong, more than not, a reconciliation. Absolutely. In a year, yeah, it has been a year, but there is, okay. With you is where they feel complete. Let them do what they have to do, and so. But did they leave anything in your house? Did they leave anything in your house? Yeah, of course. You know that this is the marriage card. This is I feel at home with you. And there's also here about parents. Okay. It's like I don't know if somebody live with their parents, or they trying to get your own place, and that's far away from now. All right. I don't know somebody, because they want to be with somebody that they family, family oriented. So I don't know if there's a family they live with their parents, you live with your parents. They want when they be with you, they want to be able to. You understand? Oh, he didn't leave anything. Oh, okay. All right. Because this is not normally leaving something behind, so I can have a reason to come back. You understand? So that's dealing with the dual. A lot of times we don't want to deal with. We just want the good stuff, and I initiate a response to negative. Like, nah, I don't want to deal with the bad stuff. They scared to deal with the bad stuff because when you have to deal with both polarities, right? The dualistic instance is basically, now I want to do all the good stuff, but when it comes to the responsibilities, they don't want it. I'm sorry, not right now. But there is a reconciliation and there is a marriage. You will marry this person, but you're gonna have to put everything out, on the open and communicate. All right, but this is what happened. This is when it's young, or even if it's not young. All right, they like their freedom. They like to do the things they want to do. They're not willing to sacrifice, right? Because it's like I don't want to. Like I just want to just hang around. I just want to do my own thing. All right, you get it, right? So don't get so wrapped up in everything. Work on you. The best thing you could do, work on you. Learn all you can about you, love, life. All right, marriage. Understand how you got, because you know what, you don't want to take nobody back or reconcile with them and then be worried about they're gonna leave you again. You want to teach them. It's all about reciprocity. You're showing the person how you want to be treated. So when they come back, you don't be like, oh, that's why you was doing this, that's why you was doing that, you should have done this. Nobody wants to hear that. When you totally accept somebody, you got to drop all that. You understand? You can't do, don't do that, because that they're gonna run away again. Because they deeply inside they want to. All right, they sorry that they kind of selfish, but they gotta do what they gotta do. All right, you got the wheel of fortune, and the wheel of fortune is this merry-go-round, ups and downs, right? Going through the emotions of the relationship, trying to find wealth status here. They're all about building. They want like this empire, like the Egyptians. All right. I don't know if they don't have a strong foundation, right? And just like a whole bunch of things. Just be mindful of that. All right. But they do see you as safety and comfort. Not safety and comfort, but just love, joy. Yeah. All right. Build on that. That's why I tell young people, the person that's meant to you will be there. You got to learn how to go through the good and the bad. That's what relationships are all about. We just don't want to deal with all, just give me all the good stuff. No, you got to deal with both. This is when you really make mature decisions here and say, you know what, I'll move forward, but I got to have, there's something like people got to find themselves. A lot of time you get caught up in a relationship, how to have that balance between life, love, career, all those things, right? Because life happens. And when we don't deal with the big issues, the little issues just boom, we get overwhelmed by them. All right. So let them deal with that. Let them do the things that they got to do. You know, you worry about you and whatever's meant for you. I promise you, can nobody take it from you? Absolutely not. All right. Don't worry. Don't hang on to emotions. You know, like, and if you feel like you know, let me tell you something. You know, as soon as you try to, let's say you move on and you meet somebody else, they're gonna come back. The energy's still around you. No, the energy's still around you. You still got to do something with this person. And a lot of times we go, we move on, then we come back. Whatever's yours, they ain't gonna leave you. Never. All right. You're gonna have to just move beyond the hurt, the pain, the disappointment. Yes, they're gonna disappoint you. Do they love me? Do they love me? Yes, they do. But do I want to be alone? Yeah. We all gotta try to find ourselves. Anyway, I thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. And I thank you so much for being here. Tanya, listen, you continue to work on you. I promise you, whatever's meant for you, they ain't not going nowhere. We just got to work through these issues. All right? There's so much pressure out there anyway. All right? You're welcome. I appreciate you as well. Okay. And it has been said, to attain knowledge is me. I got to get to know who I am. That is to be enlightened. All right? Every day, we need to attain wisdom and remove things every day in order for us to grow. Hearts, love, hugs to you, sending you light and love, and may you be an instrument of love and peace, and there's bliss and abundance all around you, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and health-wise, of course. More important than anything, stay rooted and grounded in love. I'm going to take a quick break. If you have any questions, come on in, post your questions. I'll be back in two. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. All right. That was a great energy coming in from Miss Tanya. Let's move it along. Let's start with Aries to Pisces. If you have a question, come on in. I'll be live Monday through Friday, 6:02 a.m. Let me go ahead and see what's going on here. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so let's just go ahead and start Pisces to, I mean, Aries to Pisces, love, relationship, finances, career. Uh, Basically, we spend our time shopping, food shopping, doctor's appointments, government politics, and if we get lucky, we get to church. We get that discipline that we need for our spirit. And yeah, so spiritually speaking, let's connect with ancestors, spirit guides. Let's get it. All 12 signs, zodiac signs, that is, from Aries to Pisces, in that order. Let's see what's going on. I'm using the Mystic Love, by the way. That deck is very straightforward. I like straightforward energy because we look at things, no, please don't tell me that. But through that pain, that disappointment, we come out better and stronger. We deal with the issue at hand and we don't let it fester and manipulate our thoughts. Keep your intentions clear, your desires. Remember, the universe creates the now, not the possibilities for the future, but the now. All right, it's hard to understand, but when you do, you'll understand why. Here we go. From Aries to Pisces, in that order. One card, one message: love, finances, home life, security, stability. Here we go. One more. If you have a question, come on in. If you are passing through, you're meant to hear this message. I am not a licensed therapist. I am not a professional, just an amazing reader with amazing energy. Super incredible intuitive. I have the gift of the spirit world. I am intuitive, psychic, and caring. Okay, so you have divine intervention at play at time at all right. So Aries, your energy as you sit within home life, career, opportunities, potentialities, the divine intervention of the universe is at play in your. So basically, timing is everything. Okay, if you're going for a job, all right, will you get it? Will you be there? It depends on your right, on the way you move. Just because divine timing is at play here doesn't mean that you're gonna sit there and do nothing, right? You gotta move with the energy. So when you show up, the opportunities are gonna be there for you, and then you handle it. Then when it comes to love, unfortunately, you've been through so much. We all have been through so much. This is a time where you can reflect. Where do I belong? What do I do? Do I spend so much time thinking about love, being in love, worrying about if they love me? Do I love myself? That's the time that you're entering right now. You have a lot of energy going on. You have so much going on right now. So take this time for you to really figure out what you want to do. All right. Taurus, you have intuitive knowing, inner knowing. All right. Let that be your guidepost. All right. Uh, so basically is this: do you trust your intuition, right, or do you trust your instincts at this point? Your intuition is more with your inner knowing. They both biologically, by the way, like you have the instincts, which is damn, like, do I trust? Because it's like you know how to do these things already. All right, it's just like a baby sucking on a mother's nipple. That's instinct, right? Your intuition is more like the unconscious, right? Because they both deal with the subconscious mind, but the other one is more like, we got one that's a super feeling, one that is more conscious of things. All right. So anyway, trust in your intuition. Let your intuition be your guidepost as you move forward. Whether it's in career, don't. Yeah, I mean, it gives you fears. Like, do I know what I know? How do I know what I know? Kind of energy. All right. So that's where your reincarnation comes into play. But anyway, bottom line is this: your intuition will be key to your success here. All right. That is all. When it comes to your career, are you at the right place? Do you feel like you should be doing something else? All right, because your intuition it will tug on you, and it will tell you, you know what, you're in the right place. You feel at peace. You feel calm. But if you feel like this sense, like, man, I know that I'm meant for more. That I need to do other things. Then you start taking plans, those thoughts and plans into action. Okay, so basically, yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. All right. All right, just let your intuition guide you, Taurus. Okay, I mean, when you don't feel happy in a situation, man, I'm going the wrong way. Let me see how I can start, taking more, like, all my thoughts, like, take my thoughts seriously because it's there. You'll know. All right, your intuition is very different than your instincts. All right, let's go ahead with Gemini. Gemini single and not in a relationship. All right. You are basically want to travel. You travel for work. You travel a lot here. Okay, so that's the reason why you are not in a relationship. All right, because you travel a lot. All right, and so over the next month, you might meet somebody while traveling. You might be traveling with a person that you might marry. All right, they could be older than you. All right, so take this opportunity right now to explore, to go, even if you got to do it alone. I know that you don't like it, but this is a great time and a great opportunity for you. But that's not Gemini. Gemini likes to be around family, friends, social scenes. But all right, but that's where you meet, or even but your career is all about travel. All right, whether you drive, right, whether you fly planes or you drive or right, trains or just commute. A lot of commuting here for you. That is where you're gonna meet somebody. All right. So let's go ahead to Cancer. Cancer shapeshifter mimicking. All right. So either you're mimicking somebody or somebody's mimicking you. All right. The snake represents, right. The snake slouts. The way it doesn't recreate itself. All right. It doesn't transform like the caterpillar to a butterfly. It sheds off the skin and it stays the same. All right. So there could be somebody that, or you could be exercising here and taking off a lot of pounds, a lot of weight. All right. Um, but when it comes to your relation, like your career, it's like you're gonna have to, I don't know, like there's gonna have to be some shedding here of the old, because every new you requires a new level, right? Or maybe leveling up here in career, right? Or finances. Like your finances are always changing every month. There's a fluctuation there in money. But when it comes to your relationship, you could be somebody or that is always changing their mind. All right, every month. All right, because it sheds the shape shifting of the snake. It sheds its skin every month or every couple of months, something like that. All right, but it's considered the male phallic. There could be some pregnancies as well here. All right, because the snake represents the male phallic, the penis, and it's also the woman, the engulf belly. So they could be here. It's like if you getting pregnant, somebody wants to get pregnant at the same time. They're mimicking everything that you're doing. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there because it'll take long. Let's go ahead to Leo. Leo, you got gambling and taking a chance on love. All right, or you have gambling and spending money. All right, so just be careful of that. All right, maybe buying things that you don't need. All right, control impulse spending here. All right, maybe you're trying to get something really, really fancy, really, really new. Of course, that's your energy. All right, but when it comes to love, you gamble a lot because you believe, you trust in people. All right, yeah, like when a person steps inside a casino, they trust that they're gonna get, their money's worth, right? So that's trust and faith in the money. The money is just an energy afloat, right? But anyway, yeah. So the universe is telling you, take a chance. What you got to lose. All right. Let's go ahead. In anything you do, take a chance. All right, especially during this month. Uh, so Virgo, Virgo, you have between the lines. Look for what's hidden. All right. So a lot of times, Virgo, we get so caught up with the small details, right? The analyzing, right? Trying to make, like, because you could be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together, right? A lot of times we don't look for the big picture. You got this thing that you could really put things together and really figure them out quickly. But a lot of times we don't look at the big picture behind the thing. And that's okay. So we got to be between idealistic and your practicality energy here. So if you spend time just analyzing or trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together right here, like right now, you're gonna miss the big picture why things happen. All right. There's a lot of things that are outside of our control, whether it comes to job, relationships, our children, our home life. When we want things to be so perfect, we're afraid to because we're afraid of being criticized. That's the opposite of perfection. I don't want to be criticized, so I'm going to try to keep everything so perfectly together. But when you're missing so much, so between the lines, there's a lot of between that line and that line. There's so much between this line and this line. You're missing so much information. So what the universe is telling you, you look between here, not the beginning, and it's like you want to go from the end, from the beginning, you want to be over here already, right? So the universe is telling you, look for what's hidden. There's a lot of information because if you're trying to like do the practical and missing the big picture, you're gonna miss a lot of information, whether it's in your relationships, right? Because it's like you're trying to mold and get everything together right away, and then it could be so overwhelming. So just start from here and just work through it. Don't try to go from this line to this line right away. All right? That's the best way I can explain it to you in anything. All right? So we're going to look into the tarot a little bit more. I still got another half hour here. If you have a question, come on in. Uh, Libra, you have block obstacles. All right? There's a lot of things that are blocking your connection to things that you want. It's like you're trying to move forward. Every time that you move forward, here's another obstacle for you. Okay, so you got blocked obstacles. How do you remove these obstacles and how can you move forward? You get trapped in this energy because of the way you think, or it's not going to happen. Am I creating my own mess? Right? Like that kind of thinking. Is never going to happen. It's never going to happen because you're the one that's creating it. So, how do I remove this blackish? How do I stop being a prisoner? And two, a lot of times we think we care about what other people think. Is that could be probably obstacle that you must overcome, not worried about what people think, right? Being scared of confrontation, trying to avoid confrontation, that could be an obstacle that you're not probably aware of. All right, so just try to take that opportunity and remove that. All right, like the way people see me trying to avoid confrontation. Normally you try to bring peace, trying to keep that energy going, right? But sometimes you must confront the things that make you uncomfortable. Sometimes you got to be uncomfortable, right? But when you are like if you're so uncomfortable all the time, then there's a problem. That goes into toxicity. All right, keep that in mind as you move forward this month. Let's go ahead to Scorpio. Scorpio, you got hurt. The divine feminine. I'm beautiful. I'm confident. Your confidence, you intimidate people like always. All right. You know your worth. You know your self-worth. What can we say about Scorpios? Right? Amazing. Truly amazing. She knows that people can't keep up with your energy. They see you so mysterious. Like, wow, how do you just bounce back? How do you not never fall? You fall or you always remain this, your energy is incredible. You not only could heal yourself, but other people, right? So you intimidate people. Okay. Whether you're male or female. The divine feminine, the feminine energy, it doesn't represent a female. The gender represents the quality of that energy. All right. Being able to go in and out of the worlds, right? In and out of your sex. More than that, all right. Not only are you super intuitive, right? You're mysterious. You're deep, all right. And so people can really figure you out. People can. All right. Let's go move forward with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, addictions and unhealthy attachment. All right. So it could be smoking, drinking, whatever the case may be. There's an unhealthy attachment to your relationship, right? Whether it's you having an unhealthy attachment to them, right? It could be toxic, of course. Addictions are never fun, all right? And so, yeah, it could be anything. It could be sex, all right? It don't have to be alcohol or drugs. It could be sex. They probably addicted to sex, and you find themselves, right? Or they could be attached to you, unhealthy, right? And that's why they come back. And if you don't set boundaries, all right? And so, yeah, people get scared when they see that. They don't want to see that. Oh, no, don't show me that. Well, that's what the energy that's in front of me, all right? I got to show you the energy that's in front of me. We see that, we heal it. Everybody gets attached. We of the earth. We creatures of the earth. Of course, we're going to get attached and addicted to stuff, right? Once we recognize it, we do something about it. Man, this is not healthy for me. All right. It could be cigarette, the smoke coming out of her mouth or his mouth. It's not showing me a gender. It's not showing me a him or a her. But the energy is there. So how do I deal with this energy? All right. So just remember that you have the earth, but you have the power here to heal. All right. And let's move forward with Capricorn. Capricorn, travel and try new experiences this month. All right. This could come up. Either the universe is telling you, go travel. Stop working so hard. Go travel. You'll meet somebody there while you're traveling. Okay. It could be even in your own neighborhood. Like you probably go from home to work. Go travel, have new experiences. All right. That's it. You meet if you're single or even with your person, go travel with them. All right, that's it. Maybe you find traveling is going to be more fun than you thought. You don't have to worry about, work all the time, making the money. Go travel. Stop working so much. I'm going to leave it there. Aquarius, you got to seek social media, keeping tabs. All right? Either you're keeping tabs or somebody's keeping tabs on you. You spend too much time on social media. If you're trying to find a connection, if you're trying to do more work, if you're trying to do something else here, if you're trying to travel, stop spending so much time on social media. Stop keeping tab on the person. All right? You're just messing up yourself more and more and more and more. All right? Of course, if you're a social media influencer, and you keeping tabs on your subscribers, on your people, great, that's great. But if you're spending so much time unhealthy, all right, but you could be putting channel this energy into something more positive. Social media is great. I'm here. I love it. All right, this is where you grow. But at the same time, it's unhealthy to a certain extent. Try to find the balance between social media and reality, the real world. All right, because a lot of times that we see there, let's say you're with somebody, they're trying to pretend that they're happy or they're doing things. They probably not. All right, don't let them fool you. All right, let's go ahead to Pisces. Oh, Pisces, you want two. The whole inner growth in you, Pisces, it is showing. You have made a 360, especially the last 3 years. You have grown so much, and you should be so proud of yourself. All right? You are understanding yourself better. You have healed. You have started loving yourself more. That's when you know that you really understand myself. When I know that I'm connected to other things. all right? That you not only that you're determined, you're very attentive, not to just in special times, right? That you are movement by movement, day by day, you're growing. Okay, your decisions, either they big or not, you accepted the divine invitation, and here you go, Pisces. All right, and so that's going to push you forward to a beautiful, successful future. Believe it or not, you're almost done with this energy, and then you can go ahead and help other people grow. With that being said, let's get into the tarot. And for all regrets and I made mistakes, Ariel, we all made mistakes, and then we have regrets. Do you forgive? Do you learn how to let go and find peace? Right? Like this person comes back, I regret, I'm sorry. What do you do? But that's what you're gonna experience this month. A lot of regrets. I want to go back home. That is, of course, the energy of the new moon cycle that is happening right now. And Cancer. I want to come back home with you is where I belong. I want to defend the relationship. And so get ready. It's a beautiful time when it comes to Cancer. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, I think I had shuffled. I don't know why I touched the cards again. I'm sorry. I touched the cards again, and I already had them shuffled. I tend to do that a lot. So I do apologize. Okay, let's see. Is this the one? Yeah, 26. All right. If anybody has a question, I'll be here another. What time is it? Oh, okay. 7:15 or 7:30. Let's see how the energy moves. Here we go. If YouTube open, I'll be here every day, Monday through Friday, 6:02 a.m. I sometimes post some videos, some quick shorts, but I'll be here live. One more from Aries to Pisces in that order. What is the reminder, the novice memor of today? Aries to Pisces in that order. Give it to me one more time. Thank you. So let's say you come in and you see me shuffling the cards earlier, and then I just pick them up again after I said, I know that happens. Listen. All right, so Aries, you got the King of Swords, the butterfly, of course. Let's do this together. Waxing and waning crescent moon. The energy is very important. But the most important thing here is that the air king, the king of air, he has to make decisions for a lot of people. So yeah, he got benevolent and malevolent. Okay, he's good and bad because he's got to set things right for the community, for the welfare of others. Okay, so this could be you or this could be somebody. All right, protecting what's mine. Right, I'm gonna stand up for the truth. I'm a peacemaker. I'm trying to do it for my community. So being community conscious here with this energy. It could be a person in your life. It could be a marriage. That's probably the person's ready to speak the truth, wants to come back, wants to make things right. I want to work on the marriage. Let's evolve together like the two wings of a butterfly. Together, stronger through moon, from waxing and waning crescent. All right. We started young when we were very young, and we're still here. Okay, because the waxing crescent is a very young one after the new moon cycle. And then you have the waxing crescent that sits at the fourth house. This is where I belong, okay? It's telling you, it's giving you a message there. All right. Do we continue to evolve? I'm a protector. I have high expectations of you, of the relationship, sometimes thinking too much about, right? So that's the energy around you. Aries, Taurus, the Fool. Taurus, when you get the Fool, a lot of times it's telling you, you know what? Take that leap of faith. You get when you build confidence, you get wings on the way down. All right? That's how confident you should be about this new beginning, right? But when it comes to relationship, it's like you with somebody that doesn't want a commitment, they want to jump off. and that's it. They're not ready for the cup. They still either they were never a child, they never had to get explore and right, you know what I mean? Or they got the mind of this innocence, this energy, whether it's Aries, whether it's Aquarian energy here, it could be the father of your children, the mother of your children. The energy is exciting, it's new. They like that, right? So, and then you got Uranus in your second house. So that's causing you a lot of unexpected changes in your relationship. All right. You also got Venus there. So Venus says, come on, let's work it out. Let's stay sexy. Let's do things different. So you have a lot of stuff going on in your second house. So the fool jumping off the cliff, and it carries energy of what? Letting go of the familiar to discover something new and deeper within yourself, learning and adapting through the journey of confronting difficult situations. Okay, open road, maybe you're traveling here. All right, but anyway, this could be for some of you a commitment of confronting and accepting difficulties. All right, as you understand these new realities where your relationship is at. All right, even when they challenge anything that you believe in your comfort zone, this is going to challenge it. All right, and that's what Uranus represents. Let's move forward. So you might be experiencing a lot of uncomfortable situation, but that's to help you. All right, break out of the old way of doing things. Four of Cups, I mean the Seven of Cups. For Gemini, you got the card here. There could be a lot of things that you want to do because it's like you run off to the next best thing, the shinier things in life. But before you do that, or spending too much time thinking about love or how this love could be, idealistically, romance. I'm gonna dream about how love could be. You get stuck in the energy. All right, this could be you. This could be a person. I wonder how they doing. You might find yourself very nostalgic. All right, I wonder how they doing. Can I go back to them? I left or they left me. Are they doing good? I want to be with this person. You know, there's something hidden. There's something mysterious about them. I love them. This could be any sign here. We got Taurus, we got Sagittarius, we got Scorpio, we got Leo's energy, we have your energy. So we have a lot of different energies here, a lot of the personalities. So you might find yourself, there's a marriage here that I'm happy with. Great, everything's working out great. For some of you, there could be a person that as soon as you move forward, they come back, causing you trouble with the Seven of Cups, right? There could be a host of things here. But when it comes to career, finances, it's telling you to choose the one that's going to give you long-term effects. That's going to keep you, because it's like, okay, keep both feet on the ground, but keep focusing or keep your eyes and reach for the stars. All right. Do you want this new beginning? That's what it's saying. Or do you, when you ended it, you want to move on? Right? You could have a new beginning, or if it's over, I want to move forward. All right. So you're going to be stuck between these two polarities. All right. Trying to discover you. But then at the end of the day, stop taking so long being indecisive to make decisions. I know that you get caught up with the next best thing, the shinier thing, the thing that brings you, wow. But you get caught up a lot with the emotions of it. And at the moment, you get caught up in the energy. So you're going to have to, try to find the balance between those two worlds. All right. What you're feeling, what's out there versus what's inside of you. Like follow your heart. All right. It's time to make these decisions this month. All right. Let's go ahead to Cancer. Cancer, you got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords says your relationship. Let's just go right to relationship, right? Because you could be with somebody, but you sleep in separate rooms. All right. You might find that I still love them, but I need my time alone. All right. This energy of yours is steady. The money is flowing in your life. Everything is as it be. I'm a strict parent. I don't really, take a lot of chances and a lot of other things. I like my comfort zone. I like my stability. I like my mental health is very important. Seclusion, time for me to rest and recuperate. Some of you guys probably had some surgery. And if you're not resting, it's time for you to take some time out for yourself. All right. So but the energy of the Four Swords is I'm happy where I'm at. All right. I pray, I connect to spirit guides, I receive guidance. All right. So good for you. All right. So the four source energy is the energy of being stable. Great, right? I'm home. I like my peace, my quiet, my joy, and so it be. All right. So let's go ahead to Leo. Leo, the Knight of Cups. Leo, the Knight of Cups, he's a peacemaker. He loves connecting with other people. He's very thoughtful. He's very emotional. He leads with his emotions, right? He follows his heart. He's full of passion and romance. I mean, what can you say about the Knight of Cups? But he also gets crazy and throw tantrums when he doesn't get his way, right? He could become dismissive. He doesn't follow his intuition, right? Got great intuition, the ability to make compromises, the peacekeeper, and sometimes you get taken advantage of that. All right. Or this could be you, or this could be somebody that you're dating. All right. The energy there, I'm thoughtful, I'm bringing you great gifts. Please, or if you didn't have at worst, please forgive me. Let's make things work out. The Knight of Cups is a protector, right? He's a healer. But the energy is very fluid. It's very the energy when the water and fire, it becomes a lot of steam comes out of it, right? The molecules that are in the water are also in the fire, all right? And so what happens is when you with a person with too much emotions, it's like you I don't know, like you too intense for them, all right? And they might take your passion for them like the wrong way, okay? Like you do something to them, all right? But anyway, that's what the energy. Please forgive me. I want to protect you. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I overreacted. I got jealous, right? And so this is the energy that you're dealing with. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo, you got the Three of Swords. There could have been a disconnection from you and your person, all right? This is a heartbreak. I'm shattered. Oh my God. It could be when it comes to your relationships, your home life, your job, your career. I'm separating. I want to separate, but I'm super conflicted now. Should I take this person back? Can we overcome this? But there's a heartbreak. There's something there that happened with you and your person, right? So there's a conflict here. Healing is calling you. See, when we are in your feelings got hurt over some words there was some really nasty words, and then thinking too. All right, the heart and the swords represents our emotions. Our feelings always get hurt. They're always under this treatment. Right, the heart is need to be protected at all costs because when we are emotional, we're irrational. So keep that in mind. um Okay, can I repair this? Yeah. Everything takes time. Wounds will heal eventually. Words, when we say them, they take time, but they take roots. They take time for when the words are said to heal. So you're gonna find common ground here. So yeah, just learn how to heal before you move forward. This is a period of caution. All right. Way before you move forward, before you connect again. And it wait. You might want to disconnect from a job here if you haven't already. That is costing you a lot of but something you suffer so much here over it could be a person or a job or the words that were said. But please take your time. Don't make any rash decisions yet. Do like the Four of Swords here. Take some time after the heartbreak here and just remain calm. All right. This is called time for period for reflect. Pray about it instead of worrying about it. Instead of going over in your mind, I should have said this. I should have done that. I'm sorry. I regret what I said. I said so many bad words, or they said so many words. Take some time. We all need time apart. The great balance in a relationship or in a job, right? Because we don't want to bring our job. If it's our job or our career, we don't want to bring it home with us, right? When it comes to relationship, to find the balance between you and the person, like I should give them space. I want space. It's not that it's over. It's that we just need time for ourselves. We could get so emotionally involved and invested, and that sometimes we say words out of anger, right? But anyway, you got Mars in your house, so your energy, all this, for however long Mars is going to be in your house, is all about makeup and breakup, all right? Remember, hurt people hurt other people. Let's go ahead to Libra. Libra, you got the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment here. All right. For the Nine of Cups, it says, you know what? All your cups are there. You're a master. You're an emotional master. Like you might try, you might even hide your emotions very well, Libra. Okay. But when it comes to your emotional fulfillment, your self fulfillment, you feel fulfilled by life. You're in a good place, or at least this is what this card is saying. You're not only emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent. You know what the sacrifices are to get to this Nine of Cups, right? To keep all these emotions. I got my emotions aligned, right? I know that I'm not gonna overreact. Things happen in life, but you believe in miracles. Miracles happen to you before, they'll happen to you again, and they will continue to happen for you. That's how you know when you emotionally mature, you know that it comes with the territory, all right, of loving, transparency, being vulnerable. So you're at a good place right now where yeah, you might let somebody, I don't know. All right. I'm just enjoying me. I'm in love with myself, basically. That happens after a period of time. Sagittarius, I mean Scorpio, I'm sorry. Scorpio, you got the Page of Wands. There is some travel for you here, and there's also some good news when it comes to finances. All right, so you're gonna hear maybe a job. Maybe you say, you know what, there's this job that I'm interested in, and so you get the good news today. All right, so this could be a person coming back. We mostly here because we want to know, are they coming back? Are they thinking about me? Yeah, this person's thinking about you. Making their way to you. All right. But you're gonna receive good news when it comes to a job that you applied for, something that you thought that wasn't gonna happen. It happens. Okay. So, okay. So just expect good news. This is the energy. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. I'm here. I'm ready to share my message with the world. Right. I got so much to say. I'm on fire. I feel elated. I feel exuberant. I'm not only intelligent, I'm passionate for life. I'm taking life and I'm exploring. I'm having a great time at the end of the day, with or without somebody. All right. You know how to make the most of your day. All right. Let's go ahead with now Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the Eight of Cups here. All right. The Eight of Cups is a card of, freedom to explore, but I want to come back. All right. Whether you are ready to go out on your own or you went on your own, you disconnected from people, life has taught you a lot of lessons. We all learn lessons. So even though this person left, right, they're gonna come back because they're here. You got Eight Cups, you got Nine and 10. They come back once they find themselves because they feel complete. Could be a child. All right, they're gonna come back. All right. So basically, the Eight of Cups walking away from a situation. You could go this week and you could go into a party or a bar and you might say, "Nah, this is not for me anymore." I'm heading on a new direction. I'm finding my spiritual side. All right, this is all about my spiritual life, right? I've done so much for my community, for other people. Now it's time for me to go find myself. This is when your whole inner growth takes place. Capricorn, you have the sun. All right. So wow. So the sun is life. The sun is a life force. It's our energy. It's our biological clock. It's the things that get us up. It's the ego. It is the conscience. It is what makes us respond. Our instinct, connected with the moon, of course. So, but basically, so you are either giving somebody life, meaning, purpose here, or you might find yourself in this situation here. This is a feeling like a kid again, enjoying, or either that, get out there, enjoying the best of life, getting out there, getting some sun, getting into a pool, either riding on a horse, metaphorically speaking, or unless you got a horse, you're gonna be feeling like a kid again. All right. This is success in businesses. If you haven't reached that level of success, it is on this way to you. All right. This is the faith, the optimism that you hold, right? And so yeah, even sex is gonna be great, all right. So either that or you're gonna be dreaming about it, all right. If you're not having it, be like, wow, all right, I'm naked, or you might be dreaming with a lot with naked people. So just get ready for that if you haven't. But the sun also exposes things in your life, right? It exposes the areas that you need to work on. That that energy of the sun right now, energetically, is in the house of Cancer. And that is all about maybe a little moody. The sun gets moody, it gets sunspots, right? Because it goes to go through these cycles. All right. So all is not peaches and cream. But at the end of the day, it gives you a sense of peace that I made it. Wow, right? It gives you success in businesses and dealings with people. It makes things very clear. All right. It exposes this is what needs to be worked on. I don't have time to play. I'm very straightforward. All right. That's what the sun. I'm gonna keep your energy because it is the life force behind everything. All right. So you are seen as this person. It's what optimism is saying that it's gonna lead you to the success that you want. All right. By you remaining positive, right? And when you're not positive, it's okay. Don't force positivity because then what happens, you're not dealing with the real emotions that come from the failures that you're going to experience. Because in order to succeed, you're going to have to fail at some things. All right, just know it through when you go through the ups and downs in a relationship or in business, right? But the sun always provides, right? And so that is in the fourth house. And when it's in that fourth house, it's all about making my connection stronger with my family, with my mom, my partner, my children, all right, being an inspiration. They see me as the leader. I'm strong. I got to keep them right together as, we orbit, as the earth orbits the sun, right? It brings us life. It brings us strength. It's the thing that holds the glue, all right? The heart of the solar system. So anyway, that's the energy that is presented to you, all right? But then you got to think about it. You're the counterpart of Cancer, all right? Maybe finding compromises with Cancer, or maybe getting into a relationship where we should get stronger, all right? It could be a mom, it could be a father, it could be just you, just looking at things from a whole different lens, all right? Things are going to be beautiful, wonderful. That could be any kind of relationship, it'll get restored with the energy of the sun, all right? And so, all right? But it's very protective. All right. So you're gonna find yourself protecting more your relationships. All right. It's a very sensitive energy. Maybe you've been looking into your history with this person. All right. Let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius, the seven of wands. He's the protector. He stands up. He's the underdog. Um, so the energy of the seven of wands when it comes to your relationships, right? Do you defend what's yours? Do you take the initiative? Do you are you too aggressive? Because it's like you might have people coming towards you and you might not know how to handle it, right? Well, let's say you are with your person and they get other people. Somebody puts you in harm's way? Do you believe that, right? Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there because this card is very intense. As you stand up for your beliefs, a defender and protector of the people. The underdog syndrome. It says, I'm not qualified, I'm not good enough, I don't got what it takes. No, you got what it takes, right? Are you prepared when it comes to taking care of things? Do you take care right away, or do you wait for the best that's to pass, right? Do you carpe diem? Are you stoic enough? Do you get up and do you give your fight, or do you say, no, whatever, man, I'm just gonna stand here, I don't really care for it. All right, just think about that. Let's go ahead to Pisces. Pisces, the six of wands is following you. All right. And today, today and for the rest of the month, if you want to be successful in your relationships, here's the key. You're gonna have to learn how to value and put value in who you are, not what you think people want you to be. All right. This is when so let me celebrate myself. If you want to accomplish anything, you're gonna have to put yourself out there. I know that you like to be behind the doors, behind the screen, or no, you put yourself there, or you might find yourself, you know what? I mean, I'm gonna stand out because why the heck not? If you're looking forward to meeting, I mean, you could meet somebody in a place, a business, with something that's could be politics. It could be somewhere where there's the limelight, right? It's a special place. But anyway, the six of wands represents you sharing your information as success to others. All right, because you being admired, you might be somebody's probably admiring you, being looked at. Wow, I didn't know this person was looking at me like that. So you are being very admired. Period. All right, you see, you becoming more attractive, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself. All right, and you could be probably a little bit intimidating, and somebody could be really jealous of you. Okay, I'm not trying to soup you up. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. All right. If you're thinking about moving in with somebody, this is the time. This is a time where you have great balance, right? Balance is about you doing you and I do me. Finding between the balance in that relationship, all right? Being confident enough that if they're gonna do what the heck they're gonna do, it's okay. I mean, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna follow them. You can't. All right. This is also finding the balance between work and play. You play hard, you work hard. You know what I mean? Both. Finding that balance. So, what else? I mean, success is yours. This is you work hard. You made it through all the adversities, all the discomforts, all the hard times. You put in your best foot, and now you can get to reap your rewards. You could be getting a promotion here from a job. All right, you may get that position. You might be speaking up, or you might be taking a stand. You know, it's like the short version of the 7 and 1s. All right, people see you as an inspiration. You inspire others. I mean, what can you say about the 6 of 1? It's an incredible card. It's a card of triumph and success. I damn it, I work hard, and now I'm in this situation, in this position because of the hard work. Right? I was sincere, genuine. I always want what's best for all people before I want what's best for myself. This card says celebrate your small wins. The little ones is what's important here, Pisces, okay? Whether you're looking for a relationship, a partner, right? Somebody that compliments you, somebody that's not going to be jealous of your accomplishments. Because whatever's here, this person is going to root for you from the sidelines. They might not show you that, or they might be intimidated by your success. They probably feel like, yeah, once you make it, you're going to leave me. You want a partner that's going to share the equal same value that's you, all right? That you have, the interests, all right? That they're not scared to be success. A lot of times we're scared of success, right? Because we don't want the responsibility of it. All right. That's all. Or it creeps us with fear. It cripples us like, I'm not gonna make it, I don't got what it takes. You know, no. We all got a purpose. We all got a purpose. We all got a meaning. So anyway, whether it's in relationships, in a job, it's a promotion, you did a great job, accept it. Yay, thank you. Celebrate your accomplishments in public. Let that be an inspiration to other people. It's okay to shine your spotlight. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. What is not all right with it is when you overconfident, you know, and I don't think that, you know, well, maybe it could be, all right? Or at worst, stop flaunting all your successes in front of people, all right? No, I got this, I got that, I got this card, you know, just so you could get some recognition. Wow, you know, there's a lot of people out there that always talking about this, I got this, I got that. That's very not, you're not humble, all right? When you're humble, when you don't have to show what you have in front of people, you know, that makes you humble. When you don't have to flaunt your successes or your travel, where you go to your vacations, right? Just keep that in mind, Pisces. And for the rest of us, love life, relationship, home life. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to treat yourself. It's okay to want to be self-sufficient, financially independent, and at the same time want a little bit of duality. I want to be taken care of a little bit, right? There's nothing wrong with that person that when you step out, you don't got to worry about if they're gonna go be with somebody else. You know, that's not that their mind is not engulfed with jealousy, right? Or envy. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the live. And if you walk through here and you see this live, don't forget to leave it a like, comment, and listen. I'm always gonna give it to you straight. I'm not changing my colors for no one, but I am gonna make adjustments. I know that I come in a little bit too harsh, especially when I do the shorts. But when I say Aries, when I say Taurus, when I say Gemini, when I say Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and when I say Pisces, Spirit just gives me that. I connect with the 10,000s. I cannot help if they tell it because they want you to improve, you know, and stop. Does anybody else here? I see somebody stepping in. It's not like I'm not here by myself. I don't run this show. All right, 9 out of 10 times. But understand that, please, when you step into it, it's not that I'm doing it because I don't care. It's because this is the way I'm giving the message. When I say it, remember when I'm saying Pisces, I'm asking Pisces. All right, and if you're part of that Pisces energy, then they're gonna just tell you the truth. All right, and it's not to hurt you; it's to help you heal. All right, because we have ego, and ego is to be integrated. It is to be used. It is an instrument that should be incorporated, not to get lost in it. And sometimes we get lost in it because the world says, oh, you know, this is you, this is that, blah, blah, blah. We get so caught up. We want our egos to be stroked, all right, than to be valued, all right? It's an asset that you must protect. And with that being said, I thank you so much. See you guys in the next live or the next video. I might put some videos up now, so keep that in mind. We're going to expose people. We're going to expose the truth and get you to some either reconciliation or the time for you to move forward so you can make the best out of your limited time opportunity. I'm so thankful for you guys being here. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. See you guys tomorrow. Come with your questions, Miss Tanya. Thank you so much. May all your successes and your failures, because you are going to have both, right, be far and few, but let the love that's in your heart be always of a greater and more balanced reality. Thank you so much. And so it be, and so it will. Thank you. God bless you guys. Love you guys.